Hi, Chris. You were, playing a key role at the end of the first part of the season, and then went into this shutdown. Uh, do you feel like this is with Spencer possibly being out that this is kind of a make or break opportunity for you?
Not really sure about the make or break. I mean, I feel like it's a big opportunity for me. It's just something that I'm looking forward to. Like you said, the unknown with Spencer. I hope he can play and hope he feels better. But if not, I'll be ready to take on those extra minutes.
And I have just one follow up, which is your 3-point shooting had improved dramatically when you were playing. What is it like now since you've had to shut it down for so long?
I mean, I think it's still pretty good. It's all a confidence thing, and I know I'm a good shooter. So I expect it to be, just as good, if not better, when I come back.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris. How you doing? It's Brian Lewis.
I'm good. How you doing?
All right. I'm curious. Again, obviously, you said you hope that Spencer is healthy and can join you guys down there and can play. How does it change how you would have to go about your business if, for lack of, say your minutes are doubled, or say you're going from playing with one group to another group and you're passing to different people, you're defending alongside different people. How is that going to change how you have to go about your business?
I don't think that it's gonna, I'm gonna have to change too much. The way I play, I don't think it really matters. I'm just gonna go out there and play the same way I've been playing. I feel comfortable playing with anybody on the court. And I think I know everybody's game pretty well, so I think it'll be a little bit of an adjustment if I am playing with, that first group. But it's something that, I think I'd be pretty good and make a quick transition with. So.
And I guess my only follow-up was, other than, I guess, having an opportunity to be back in Florida, I'm curious, considering when you look at the numbers that have been going on in Florida, 10,000 cases a day and numbers that are supposed to be going up instead of coming down. They're going up instead of coming down. What was your level of concern, I guess, going into the bubble, and how safe do you feel, or how unnerved are you by the prospect?
I was a little nervous at first, but I think with the whole concept of not having anyone allowed inside, and it's just us and the amount of testing we're doing and the precautions we're taking now, I think that it'll work. At times like this, everything's so uncertain. You can never be too sure. So, I have faith in, the league with their research and everything they're doing. And, I trust guys to, follow the protocol. So I think that it'll be all right. So it's just something we're going to have to adjust to.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? Christian Winfield here with the Daily News. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Just curious, how'd you spend your time in quarantine and lockdown? What'd you do? How'd you stay active? And did you pick up any hobbies on the side while you were in isolation?
I got back to playing a lot of video games.
Gotcha.
At the time. Pretty much it, though. Like video games, working out. Just trying to stay away from, too many people.
Gotcha. Was it a Call of Duty thing, or was it 2K? What were you playing?
Yeah, so I went back to Call of Duty. I was Fortnite for a while, but I kind of lost interest in that, so I went back to Call of Duty.
Gotcha. Do you have a basketball hoop in your home, or how did you like keep your jump shot where it's at through all the time?
Yeah, I had a gym when I was back home, a private gym. My dad is a basketball coach, so I was able to just me and him. So I was able to, get on the gun and, try to stay in shape as much as I could.
Gotcha. Was he kind of like training you, putting you through some type of workouts, or was it just you on your own type of time?
Yeah, he was putting me through some workouts and stuff. Yeah, felt like high school days.
Gotcha. One more question. Obviously there was a lot of protesting going on in the aftermath of George Floyd and whatnot. Did you do any protesting on your own, or did you find yourself marching, or what were you doing throughout all this time?
I didn't do any marching or protesting outside. I was more of the social media, using that as my platform just to, try to stay safe.
Got it. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, Chris, I got two for you. Brian and Christian kind of took one of each. Just because, Jacques said that a lot of guys that stayed in market there's a conditioning edge they might have compared to some of the other guys that went home. Because you were in Memphis with working out with your dad and had access to a gym, I guess, where do you kind of feel condition-wise, physically, compared to when the season went on hiatus, given all that?
It's tough to tell because, you're not actually playing the real games right now. You're just working out. But I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. And to be this long of a layoff, I feel like I'm in probably the best shape that, you can be in without actually being able to play. So.
And then just a second thing, I'd seen that in Memphis with all the basketball talent there was a number of NBA guys and some of the high-level college guys playing in pickup games to try to stay in shape. Did you get involved in any of that, or that was away from you?
Nah, I wanted to, but by the time I found out about it, or when they started happening, I was in the process of getting ready to come back here, so I didn't want to take any chances.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Go ahead, Bob.
Chris, Bob Windrum from Nets Daily. Were you disappointed that the Nets didn't convert your two-way contract to a standard deal after the season ended or suspended?
I wasn't sure if they were going to do it or not. So when it didn't happen, it didn't bother me too much because of the circumstances that I'm still going to be able to play. That's all I really cared about was, being able to be in the playoffs and the last few games of the season. So with them allowing the 2 ways to go, it didn't really bother me. I was just excited to get back out there and play.
So one quick question: you'll be a restricted free agent this fall rather than this summer. Would you like to come back with the next season?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've gotten comfortable here and I enjoy the teammates, the staff, all the coaches. So I would love to be here next year for sure.
Thank you.
Chris, this is Greg Logan again. You mentioned that there's a possibility you might be with the first group. What have you discussed with Jacques along those lines?
We haven't really talked about anything yet. I just said if it was a possibility of me being there, that I would be comfortable. But as far as me being in rotations or whatever, we haven't discussed any of that yet. So. One
last thing for me. That fourth quarter and overtime at Boston, you had unbelievable chemistry with LeVert and kind of, I felt, really provided the spark that got him going. Would you like an opportunity to be on the court at the same time with him going forward during this restart?
Definitely. Karras is a great player, and he plays ball. He plays the right way, so it makes it easy for me because he can, score. He can catch and shoot. He can create his own shot. So it's really I just got to get him the ball when he wants it. It's pretty easy. So I love playing with him.
Thanks very much, Chris.
We've got time for one more. Malika, go ahead.
Hey, Chris. I was just curious when you were talking about, your contract. A lot of guys have talked about the fact that they felt like maybe if they were playing for a next contract, it was less of a decision in their mind. Joe Harris, for instance, just talked about that a little bit of whether or not they wanted to go to Orlando. Did you feel that a little bit, that it was vital for you to go in order to continue to, earn your next contract wherever that may be?
Yeah, I think it's vital for someone that was in my position. Especially being a young guy that is just trying to find their way into the league. I think this is important for me, and it's a chance for me to, continue to prove myself. And, being a free agent coming up, hopefully, prove myself enough to stay here, or, see what happens in the off season.